Hello and welcome back. In your last lesson, you learned all about Omni. In this lesson, we'll be talking about fourth-party trackers and adding them into the KM snippet. Fourth-party trackers are generally used to measure campaign effectiveness and to ensure brand safety by flagging inappropriate content or potential fraud. They generally come packaged like third-party tags in an Excel sheet in the form of a 1x1 pixel, or they can be wrapped in a third-party tag. Your launch note will tell you which to look out for. The first thing we'll need to do is open up our campaign launch note in KM to see if there are any fourth-party tags that need to be implemented into the snippet. So I've got my launch note right here, and you'll scroll down to the fourth-party tagging section. We can see here there are two fourth-party tags that need to be implemented for this campaign, one being IAS and the other being Nielsen. If we read closer, it says that the IAS tag is already wrapped within the third-party tags, which is great news for us because we don't have to do any work. We just need to make sure that they're firing properly, which I'll talk about a little bit more later. As for the Nielsen tags, it says they're attached separately, so the first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and download that tag sheet, open it up, and inspect it a little bit. Cool, so here we can see everything we need: placement ID, placement name, the tag itself, dimensions, 1x1, which is great, start and end dates. Always just double check and make sure this looks right to you, and the impression goals. Okay, so let's just take and focus on the anchor placement for right now. So I can see that this one is indeed the anchor placement. It says it right in the name under placement name, so I know that this is the corresponding Nielsen tag for the anchor placement. At first inspection of the Nielsen tag, I can see there's a macro, the timestamp over here, that will need to be replaced with a %% cache buster. Remember, we use cache buster since we'll be putting this in KM and not in Celtra. So you can just double click right in here, highlight what we need to erase, %% cache buster. Okay, and then we're just going to highlight what we need, which, since this is a 1x1, we'll just pull from in between the quotes. Copy. And then we're going to go over to the anchor placement in KM, the actual creative. So I already have that pulled up. Here we are. You'll go in. For this video, I've already done the Celtra piece of it, so we're just looking at how to add that fourth-party tracker. So you'd come in here, you'd click edit, and then you're just going to paste it in right where it says tracking additional impression trackers. This is where you'll be pasting all of your fourth party or any additional impression trackers. Paste, and then go ahead and hit submit. Now we're ready to call up a demo of the ad to see if our fourth party trackers are properly firing. So we'll hit this demo link here. Scroll down to see our ad. Cool. So we're going to make sure the fourth-party trackers are indeed firing using an app called Ghostery. Ghostery detects all tracking technologies. So you're going to want to be sure that you get with your manager to help you download it, as it's going to be a very instrumental tool for you going forward. In order to activate Ghostery, we just hit this little ghost icon up here in the upper right-hand corner. So now we can see everything that's firing on this page through Ghostery. For a cleaner look at what's firing on your ad in Ghostery, you can also preview your ad in a separate page in DFP too. So for this, we're just going to want to make sure the fourth parties highlighted in the campaign launch note are indeed firing for our ad on Ghostery here. So we had IAS, which is this integral ad science. This one was actually wrapped in the third-party tags sent over by the client. So we didn't need to implement anything, but we do see it firing here. So that's one of two for us. The other one was Nielsen. Now right away I don't see Nielsen on here. Something to note is that the name that appears in Ghostery might not exactly mirror what the fourth party's company is named. I like to look it up in Google or ask my manager if I'm not really sure what it's called or can't seem to find it firing. So a great example of that is Nielsen here. We're not seeing it again at first glance, but if we were to look all these up in Google, we'll just take this net rating site census, we'll see that that is actually Nielsen. Okay, site distances. All right, so we fact checked and we are sure that that's Nielsen. All right, so now you've properly implemented your 2 fourth-party trackers and this ad is good to go. That's it for our lesson today on fourth-party trackers. Thank you.